Welcome to Luce Talk. I'm here in Manchester, New Hampshire, just a few days after the Iowa caucuses, where Hillary Clinton just eked out a victory over Bernie Sanders in what was essentially a dead heat, and where on the Republican side, Ted Cruz humiliated Donald Trump, who had been widely projected by the polls to win, but who was out-organized by Ted Cruz.
This guy Marco Rubio, nice guy, and he comes in third, right? I come in second. Trump, no good. Rubio, unbelievable night, unbelievable victory.
So they like to say here that in Iowa they grow corn, but in New Hampshire we grow presidents, because New Hampshire, so the law goes, tends to pick the eventual winner. Except that isn't always the case. Back in 2008, Barack Obama's year of triumph, Hillary Clinton actually won the New Hampshire primary, much to people's surprise. Equally, in the year 2000, John McCain upset expectations on his Straight Talk Express and very nearly derailed George W. Bush's march to the presidency by winning here in New Hampshire. And in 1996, Pat Buchanan, with his peasants and their pitchforks, almost stopped Bob Dole's march to the nomination. So New Hampshire doesn't always predict the winner, but what it does do very frequently is confound the expectations of the political pundit class. And the expectations this time project Donald Trump to win New Hampshire and Bernie Sanders to win on the Democratic side. Now, one of the reasons New Hampshire is so picky, or some might say ornery, about how it selects its candidates is because it's such a small state. With a population of not much more than 1 million, people expect to meet the presidential candidates, some of them many times round. I've met voters here who've said they don't know which way they're going to vote. So we're here in a diner, a very famous 100-year-old diner called Papa's Puritan Backroom. 7 out of 12 of the presidential candidates in the race have already visited this place. That's an idea of just how retail and up close and intensive the New Hampshire primary is. I asked the floor manager here, Marilyn, who's met pretty much every presidential candidate this time round and who's worked here for 23 years, to what this year was like.
Usually they go around, make the rounds, talk to all the people, and then they leave. So some of them stay and have lunch, like Marco Rubio came in because he flew in from Iowa, had lunch with his family here, and then left. So far, we had Rand Paul and Jeb Bush. We've had Christie in here. We've had Hillary and Bill were both in here.
And does this election rank as amongst the most fun, least fun?
I don't know if I'd say most fun. It's getting a little obnoxious with the commercials and the comments that are out there. You know?
Oh, one last question I forgot. Did you say Trump? Has Trump been in?
No, he wanted to come in today, but he wanted to close down the whole restaurant for a town hall meeting.
And of course, each candidate handles this retail opportunity in a different way. Some turn up with vast numbers of aides, and others don't. Some don't eat. Some eat piles and piles of stuff. Arthur Pappas, whose grandfather established this restaurant, has seen them all.
Rubio was here the other day, very nice.
He ate lunch here, didn't he?
Yeah, he ate lunch. He's one of the few people who ate lunch. Christie ate lunch.
Did he eat well?
And he ate very well. He ate very well.
And who's come in with the biggest entourage?
Well, when Hillary came through, she had quite a large entourage. Christie early on came in with quite a large entourage. Rubio came in quietly with just a few people yesterday. It's interesting. We're spoiled. We get to meet these people on a one-on-one basis, which nobody else can do that. And maybe he might be several times, not just once, sometimes 2, 3, 4 times.
So what does this all mean for next Tuesday? Well, at the risk of having famous last words, I'll give you my prediction. Both Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders are clearly going to win. That's not a hard one to call. They've got leads of between 15 and 23 percentage points each over their rivals, and they've sustained those leads for weeks. So if either lost, it would be a massive upset that would put pollsters out of business. I suspect the real results will be how well or how badly they win. And my prediction is that Trump will win quite badly, by much less than the polls suggest he's going to. Rubio will continue his march towards being the establishment Republican choice. And Hillary will cut Bernie Sanders' lead as well. She'll outdo expectations. So those are my predictions, but they should be taken with a large helping of New Hampshire salt.